I'm at Northeast 78th, and here's the house that sits back off of the street quite a bit. Here's the street. House next door is a little bit run down, but some of the other houses look like they're being worked on. The house on this side looks like it has a new paint job. Nice big front yard. The house really sets back a lot, which is nice for privacy. On the flip side of it, the backyard is very small, so it might be nice to really kind of fence this whole space in to use it as a yard. There's the shed for the next door neighbor, and there's a chain link fence, so you are kind of looking at that. So it looks to be a newer roof. They've put some moss stuff on it. There is an old chimney here that looks like it is literally falling down. This chimney used to be, the furnace used to vent through this chimney, but now they've installed a high efficiency furnace. So they really should have taken this chimney down below the roof line and then just done new plywood and covered it with shingles. So that looks like it's literally falling apart. We've got some newer double paned windows in here. We've got cedar siding. The porch awning right here is quite low, probably maybe about 6'7", 6'5". So we walk into the house. We've got carpet and we've got some built-ins. And this living room space is pretty small. I would say it's about 12 by 10. And then we've got French doors that lead to what was once the garage that has been made into a bonus room, and there's a bathroom. This was done without permits, so the bathroom doesn't have permits. We've got a laminated flooring down here. This part definitely has the highest ceilings. There's a skylight, French door sliders that go to the backyard, and I'll bring you through the backyard. But as you can see from what I commented on the front is you've lost a lot of your backyard because the house is set back so much. And then what they've done is where the garage doors were / are, they've basically kind of left doors that open in place, and then they've put this bar across them. So I think if I remove that and pulled these up from the bottom, that these would swing open. Here is the bathroom. Here it's a tile bathroom, and then it does have a shower that's a fiberglass surround. I ran the water and flushed the toilet, and the water pressure seems fine. So normally I would suspect that this area would be on slab since it used to be the garage, but I did find a crawl space that actually has stairs going down and an area that I can stand up where the furnace is. It's a newer high efficiency furnace. So it looks like some of this area has been excavated. It looks like newer concrete, but it looks like a homeowner's concrete job because it has a lot of aggregate in it. And then the remainder of the crawl space, I really have a hard time seeing because there's not enough clearance. I can tell that there's no vapor barrier. I can see that there's newer duct work from the furnace. But aside from that, I can't see the sill plate. I can't see the interior of the foundation. So back through the living room is the kitchen area. As you can see, pretty small. We've got original cabinets. So we've got an electric cooktop. There's no vent. We've got some original cabinets over here. Sink, so no dishwasher. And they've had to move the refrigerator to the utility area. I think if you put the refrigerator on this wall, my concern is that it would either block the vent or it would block this door that goes out. So here's kind of this space. And you couldn't put it here either because it would block the cold air return. So through the kitchen, we've got a step up. And here is bathroom number 2. Now this bathroom looks like it was added on at some other point. It has a slope ceiling. And when I measured the ceiling to standing in the tub, it's 5'6". So it's very low in here. To me, it actually has kind of a feeling of being inside of an RV. And so this has been added at some different point. This low slope roof also has composite shingles on it. And I think a home inspector would most likely say that it's not sloped enough for composite shingles. It should actually have a rolled shingle on it. Here's bedroom number 1, which is very small. It also has the slope ceiling. So about 2/3 of the way in, it hits 6 feet. It is probably about 7 feet by maybe 8 feet. So it's really an office. And I'm not sure if this video is even giving you the accurate description of kind of the head height and stuff. Here is an access for the attic space. So here's the bigger of the 2 rooms. I would say this room is about 10 by 11, so it would fit a queen size bed. The ceiling is not sloped. It's still a little bit low. I measured it and it was 6'7", I believe. We've got 2 closets here. So my opinion is that it just seems very piecemeal. It's like things were added at different times. Here's the utility room. Here is the gas water heater. So we've got kind of a combination of original galvanized plumbing. We've got some PEX plumbing. We've got a little bit of copper. And then we've got a little bit older 100 amp panel with plenty of space on it. We do have a MagnaStrip Zinsco breaker panel right here. These are known to be a fire hazard. So I'm guessing that's still active, but again, a home inspector is most likely going to call that out. And then here is the door to the backyard. This is a little bit lower as well. So again, we really kind of just have a walkway area here. We do have a porch area here, which is behind that garage area. We do have another access to the crawl space here. I open this up. Again, there's no vapor barrier. I do see rat droppings in there. I don't know how far back one could see the inside of the foundation and the sill plate and stuff from there. When I do walk around and look at the foundation, it's pretty obvious that this house has been added onto at different times, because I see lots of different types of foundations. So here's one foundation, and then when I come over here, we've got a different foundation. This foundation looks a little bit different, and then even in the front of what was the garage area, we've got an older kind of aggregate foundation here. So while I love the location of this house, it needs too much work, and it's a house that, because of the room layout and the room sizes, it's just, those things are never going to change. There's no way to make those things better.